Hello and welcome to the F1 in Schools 2021 Regional Finals Awards Show for the West. My name's Mark. I'll be hosting the show alongside my esteemed colleague and our Master of Measurements, Mr. Nelson Vale.
Hello, thank you, Mark.
Welcome back, Nels. Excited to be here for the awards?
Very excited. Let's do some awards.
Let's get on with it. Let's do this. Right, let's have a quick look at what is coming up in the show. First things first, Nelson, we're going to have a quick racing recap to recap on the racing. Just to remind ourselves exactly what happened during the racing show, pick out a few moments that we remember, and we've also then got a little interview with an ex-competitor, somebody that we caught up with recently, just to find out kind of what their reflections on F1 in Schools is, sort of having competed in the competition, looking back over it, what would they have done differently, if anything, what have they changed, what have they taken forward from it. So that's a nice little interview coming up. We've then got a national finals update just to start looking ahead towards the next step in the competition. And of course, Nels, throughout the show, we'll be giving out all of the awards and crucially naming those national finalist teams. Wow, fun-packed show. Right, without further ado, Nels, let's get on and have a quick look back at the racing leaderboard. So this is how the teams finished. And we saw up there, Momentum Racing really sort of walking away at the top. Under the 1.1 second time, 1.086.
Well done.
Yeah, but the real talking point, Nelson, of course, wasn't in the Pro Class, was it?
Wow. No, it was entry class.
Yeah, so Aerotech there in 4th place overall with that 1.292 time. I mean, that was unheard of, Nelson. I don't think we saw anything in the UK in the entry class quite that quick anywhere. I mean, you know, Project Viper from Exeter School there, 1.352, no slouches in dev class, but being pipped to the post by some really punchy entry class teams in the West. So yeah, fascinating little dynamic there on the leaderboard. But of course, Nels, the leaderboard is to be taken with a pinch of salt at this point, isn't it, in terms of who would win the fastest car award? Why is that, quickly?
Not just the fastest car award, but the fastest car and the best engineered car award.
Correct.
Just because the teams cannot break performance regulation.
Yeah, so we'll be finding out a bit more about that later on. But yeah, this isn't necessarily a guarantee of who's going to be winning our fastest car awards, is it, Nelson? So, I mean, Nelson, throughout the series of events and regionals, we've reflected, haven't we, on the places we've been and the places that we normally visit and we normally have a lot of fun going to. We've talked about Scotland, of course, you know, our trips up north of the border with our rain jackets and woolly coats and hats and scarves and gloves, and our trips down to Exeter and the south coast with our flip-flops and our sunglasses on, trips to the east of England, Nels, where we reacquaint ourselves with Princess Pepper and eat a Kinnerton chocolate lollipop. But I feel like when we went to the west of England, I shortchanged you big time because I didn't buy you a present.
Oh, come on.
I forgot to buy you a present for the west of England. I bought you a present for everywhere else. You choked down some iron brew.
Goat cheese.
Yeah, you chewed down some goat's cheese in a very sporting fashion. You had, what else did you have?
Oh, the tomato drink.
Yeah,
that spicy one.
Hipster South London tomato confit spiced juice drink thing. London peach iced tea, amongst other things. And a cup of Yorkshire tea, don't forget, which you, with resistance, drank. But anyway, I bought you a little present from the West. So this is a traditional snack in the west of England, actually originated in Birmingham. These are pork scratchings, Nelson. Pork scratchings. Now I'm going to give you that just to get your chops around. I mean, see what you think if you have a taste. I mean, these are bits of pig skin.
As a Portuguese, we don't let that much escape from the pork.
No, I have a funny feeling this is actually going to be a nice present for you, not a.
Ooh.
Yeah, there we go. That's the face I like to see. Come on, let's have the verdict. Just watch your fillings there. What's not to like?
Well, was this all my life?
Wow, there we have it. A fan? There we go. The west of England, Birmingham. Nelson can't speak because his fillings are being removed second by second here by bits of deep-fried seasoned pork. But anyways, Nelson carries on enjoying that little snack and a gift from the west for you, Nelson. We're going to have a quick look back now. We mentioned before how F1 in schools can have a massive impact on those competing. You know it, we don't need to tell you that. As the factory whirs into life behind us, of course. Never a dull moment in F1 in Schools HQ. We caught up with an ex-competitor just to have a think back and let him reflect a little bit on the lessons he learned from F1 in Schools and what life's been like since the competition.
Well, I'm Raja. I'm studying MSc in Business Analytics at Robert Gordon University with the Data Lab Scholarship, and currently I'm working as a data analyst at a tech for good startup called Sustainably, based in Edinburgh. I graduated high school, then I went to study engineering and innovation business in University of Southern Denmark. So that was a mixture of engineering and business together. That kind of like the passion for doing that came from F1 in school. I came back to Scotland, got a job as a junior engineer at RCLD, which is in oil and gas sector. Then obviously I got the scholarship to do the RGU at RGU to do the data analytics, so business analytics. Okay, I mean, first of all, like I said, about the engineering and the business aspect at the same time kind of made me think how everything works. So if I take a product, I'll be like going from ideation to prototyping to testing and kind of deploying stuff, and it goes through a process rather than end result, which is something I would also advise to other people. It's not just about the end result, it's about the process of taking you to the end result. So one is just to talk to a lot of people. I think that's something that we didn't do. Talk to different people, get their advice and get their thought process, and you can kind of implement that to your own project as well. It doesn't have to be other teams. You can just be your parents. Like if your parent is into engineering or business, you can talk to them, or your parents' friends, or your teachers as well, which we did it at the end, but we should have utilized them more. You have the resources when you're at school, but we just need to utilize it properly. So networking, that's the right word to do. Networking was, should have done that when I was young, but that's at school time. So innovative, collaborative, and entrepreneurial. Have fun, go through the process, talk to different people when you get the chance. I know it's virtual, but the other teams are on social media, talk to them, just share knowledge. Have the camaraderie between your teams. I know there might be some fights on some people agree with this, disagree with it, but structure it in a way that it's not like you're not fighting, but rather than constructive feedbacks. But yeah, just enjoy, be open to looking at different opportunities, and just enjoy yourself, and just good luck to all the teams that's competing in the competition.
Really nice to hear from Raja there. And Nels, a couple of things just to pick out. I mean, it's important to remember, as Raja said, that it's not always just about the end point. It's the process, isn't it? It's going through all the stages, carefully. But at the same time, remembering that, this is about having fun, isn't it?
Exactly.
Learning by having fun.
Let's start by saying that we are live again in the Denver factory where the F1 Schools equipment is being made as we speak.
You can hear.
So some of the noises in the background are just our experts doing the equipment that you guys are going to need for the competition. Separate to that, yes, completely. Doing F1 Schools without having fun doesn't make complete sense. So the students just learn so much throughout the process, and the ones who have fun, I think they just enjoy having the opportunity to apply all the theoretical knowledge that they are having in class in something that is super practical. So, and in something that will probably lead them into their future career.
Yeah, definitely so, Nelson. I mean, it is nice to hear Raja sort of reflecting on lessons learned and things that he would say to current competitors. Try and do a bit more networking, rely on the people around you more, ask more questions, involve more people, even if it is just parents, neighbours, friends, but try and increase your network, try and give yourself more of a support structure. Well, Nelson, I think we've talked long enough, and we're trying our hardest to talk over the industrial background here at the Denver factory, but the graphic behind us suggests where we're heading next, Nels, which is it's time to start giving some awards out.
Yeah, let's go.
Should we have a look? Well, our first award, Nelson, is for the Lightning Reaction Time Award. Now, of course, in a normal season, Nels, we'd be crediting the team who set the quickest reaction time under the sort of the heat and the pressure and the spotlight of the start, with the triggers at the track start, and that's where the reaction times are from. Obviously, this year, without having the teams on track, we actually set up an online race reaction portal, and we were asking teams to set 4 qualifying times, of which their best would be put forward for the Lightning Reaction Time Award. Now, before we give that award out, Nels, I've got a little game for you to play. This touchscreen behind you and I here, be careful, don't touch it before it's ready, but here we go, I've loaded up the gate, the online race reaction portal. So Nelson, as soon as I go and click the reset button there, what I'd like you to do is to hit the screen as soon as those lights go out, but not beforehand, otherwise you will false start, like you did for the Wales event. So no touching the screen before it starts. Nelson, are you ready? No. Okay. Gonna play some relaxing whale music through your headphones, or?
Ready.
Yep, okay. Fueled by pork skin, here comes Nelson Vale. Right, here we go. Reset and on go the lights. Quickest time so far in regionals, 0.250, and it's a 0.268, Nelson.
I think that's my best.
That's good.
So far.
I think it's not your very best. Your best time was 0.250. That was the absolute best you did.
Oh.
I think you might have done that in the very first one, actually. And let's see, Nelson Vale, if your best time can even compete with the quickest time that we saw from the teams in the West Regional, because it is indeed time to award our first award for the West Regional Finals. The Lightning Reaction Time Award winners are Infinite Speed.
Whoa!
Wow, 0.120 seconds. I mean, that nearly is infinitely speedy. That's less than half of the time it took you to do that. Wow, that makes you and I feel quite old there.
Come on, guys. I did a proper warm-up and everything. I think I want a second go.
Yeah, marginal gains, Nels. Maybe next time you just need to, maybe clip the fingernails, maybe just do
one this time.
Bit of, spray WD-40 in your joints. Other lubricants are available, of course. Nelson, that award is going to be heading across that beautiful mock glass 2-part trophy with embedded magnets in 2 sheets of polished 10mm acrylic, sandwiching a custom full-colour 2-sided print, hand-cut, custom design card paper insert with some details on it of the trophy that you've won. I mean, we don't spare any details here or expense on the team, Nels, do we?
The most important is that it was made with love.
Oh, lots of love. Right, Nelson, next award time. You can put that one back on the pile and we will get on the fastest car in the entry class. So the fastest car award series, Nelson, now, we alluded to it briefly before, but just remind us again exactly what is the criteria for teams to win the fastest car award.
Right. So, Mark, if you have read the rules and regulations, you've noticed some special regulations in there called the performance regulations. So those performance regulations, if you break one, you may have an unfair advantage in your car's performance on racing.
Okay.
So a quick example is weight. So that's why no car races underweight, and some cars even get ballast on top of it for each gram underweight. There has to be a consequence for the team who breaks a performance regulation. So that consequence is, unfortunately, you cannot win the fastest car award or the best engineered car award. But all of the points regarding racing, all of the points on the races, they still have them.
So that doesn't change then, does it?
That doesn't change. Okay. Now, to be considered the fastest car award, now that you cannot fail the performance regulation.
Got you. So this is fastest car and best behaved car as well.
Best behaved, we can say it.
Right, love it. Okay, well, let's find out who is the fastest and best behaved car in the entry class for the West of England in 2021. The winners in entry class are Aerotech with that blistering of 1.292 seconds, meaning, Nelson, that not only was Aerotech one incredibly quick car, but also compliant.
Ooh. You know what a CO2 canister says to another CO2 canister?
We're doing this again. Oh gosh. Go on now, guys. Go on.
A CO2 canister, what this says to another CO2 canister? It says...
Is it over yet? Can I look?
Yes.
Oh, goodness me. Yep. you can, yeah, it's just a little window into what my life on the road with Nelson Vale in white vans is like in a normal regional final season. But thank you for that, Nelson.
I'll have another joke, I'll save it for later.
Sadly, yes, you will. Right, let's move on then, Nelson. You know where the next one goes because entry class back on the pile. We're now fastest car in the dev class. So, of course, we know same brief, have to be fast and compliant. So the fastest car, which didn't break any of Nelson's pretty particular rules. So, let's find out then. The winner of the fastest car in the development class is Project Viper.
Project Viper!
1.352 seconds, speedy little car, and also very well behaved, a compliant car. Yeah, well done, Project Viper. That award is heading your way, courtesy of Mr. Nelson Bell. Please do send us your celebrations. We normally get the great joy of seeing you, like, punch in the air and coming up to collect your awards. We don't get any of that this year, so please do record your reactions, send us them on social media at F1 in Schools UK, and we'll share them. And we'd love just to see you guys receiving these awards.
And if you have better jokes, send them to me directly.
I'm sure they will. Right then, Nelson. The next award, and the last in our fastest car series, of course, is for the Pro class. So if you can line up the award, and there it is. If there's any doubt at all, anyone watching in Super HD can just zoom in on that award and see that we're not lying. We haven't just used the same award. It is indeed the fastest car in the professional class. Right, let's go to the awards screen and find out who has won the fastest car in the Pro class. The winners are... Crunch time this, isn't it, for the teams at the top of the leaderboard? Were they compliant? Yes, they were. Momentum Racing! Congratulations, Momentum Racing. You are quick and also compliant with your really crazy, unique little front nose that we talked about in the show, about that hollow undersection, that really very distinctive front wing, sort of almost mounted out on a little perch, little bracket. Yeah, really interesting. Cracking work, Momentum Racing. Well done, and that award is on its way down to you at Exeter School. Thank you, Nelson. Right, let's line up the next award, and it's the first one in our Star Quality Awards series. Now, obviously, Nelson, the judges give out all the points for the work, which goes towards the points totals, which gives us that final standing of the team's order, which of course then gives us the podiums, the national finalists. But the Star Quality Awards are looked at by the judges for something a little bit different, aren't they?
Yes. So the teams with the top points on portfolio, they will get all of those points.
Yeah.
But sometimes there's something that the judges want to recognize as something really special. So that's why we have the Star Quality to recognize those special moments.
Yeah, so think of them almost like innovation awards. They're for those little bits of something teams tried that were different, daring, a bit something, a bit outside the mould. So we're looking for moments of Star Quality, not necessarily just the overall points winners. So let's find out, Nelson, who our first Star Quality Award winners are, and it is for the Portfolio Award. For the West of England, the winners are... Focus Racing!
Focus Racing!
Henry Box School, congratulations, Focus Racing. The judges just wanted to say that, first of all, you actually did have the best overall portfolio. They were stunned by the portfolio, but they were really, really captivated by your branding. You obviously used the colour scheme, you put it throughout your car. They were fascinated by the jigsaw livery as well, and they just thought that you'd gone above and beyond to create something a little bit different for your team image, and they put that across through the portfolio. So congratulations, well done, Focus Racing. Nelson, our next Star Quality Award is for the pit display. So if you can prepare that award, and as if by magic appears on the table in front of us, teleporting in, Star Quality pit display. Of course, this year the pit displays were virtual. We haven't had the teams in person at an event. So what the teams were doing was designing pit displays firstly with a bit of CAD or maybe on paper, sketching them in 3D, and then putting them together as CAD models in some cases. So some really interesting submissions here. Let's find out then who has won the Star Quality Pit Display Award. For the West of England, the winners are... Energia! Exeter School. Congratulations, Energia.
Hey!
Display Award. And the judges wanted to just particularly praise the use of CAD to produce your pit display. They thought the way you'd done it, the way you manipulated CAD to produce your design was outstanding, stood head and shoulders above the rest of the competition. Well done, Energia, and congratulations on your success. Well done. That is your award, and it's heading your way. Okay, Nelson, and it's verbal presentation time. Of course, similar to pit displays, really. The verbals were a bit different this year, weren't they? And I'm just going to sort of rewind with you again, because back when you were a verbal presentation judge, it was literally a one-shot, one-take presentation for the judges, wasn't it?
Yes, it's 10 minutes of intense pressure where the teams are determined to show the judges all of that engagement and all of that energy, all of that passion. But it's really difficult when you only have 10 minutes and one shot to do it. So this year, I think one of the little perks of having to do it in this format is teams were able to film it, edit it, re-edit it if they needed, refilm it if they needed, until they were happy to what present to the judges.
Yeah, and of course it's not always easier, is it, doing something not live, because you're constantly chasing perfection. Oh, that wasn't good enough, we'll do it again. No,
Exactly.
I messed that bit up, let's do that again. So there's always that constant, what is perfect? What is perfection? You could take the Mark and Nelson approach, which is we'll just do it from start to finish, and it is what it is. That phrase that's become our go-to phrase these days. But yes, verbal presentation, very different this year. The teams were submitting obviously videos with editing, with post-production. So really quite a fascinating area to judge this year. Let's find out then, Nelson, who has won the Star Quality Verbal Presentation Award. The winners for the West of England of the Star Quality Verbal Presentation Award are Focus Racing!
Focus
Yes,
Racing!
again. Wow!
Hey!
Focus Racing, you excelled again, and the judges wanted to just say your presentation was far and beyond what was produced by anyone else. The judges were so impressed by the delivery, the structure, and your presentation skills, especially due to you working individually from home. What wonderful feedback! And Nels, a lot of the teams have had proper kind of adversaries to work against this year, whether it's been using Zoom calls to communicate, whether it's been recording snippets and then trying to stitch everything together. Quite a task, isn't it, from an editing point of view?
Yeah.
Right, good stuff. Well, Focus Racing, that is coming your way, and there it is, celebrated by Mr. Nelson Vale himself. Let's move on to the next award, Nelson, which is the Team Identity Award, sponsored by Background Noise from Denford. And the Team Identity Award, we're starting to get towards the more F1 style awards, aren't we? So just give us a bit of a sizzle. What's the sort of importance of having a real good team identity, Nelson?
Right, if you look at the F1 teams, they do a big effort to create a balance between everything that they use throughout their competition. If a car has a specific color, you're going to see that their clothes are exactly the same color, that all of their online presence follows the same kind of branding. It's really important for you to be identified not only in the paddock or during racing, but also to your sponsors. It just shows that you are very competent in terms of what you do.
Yeah, it's that foundation, isn't it? That basis that you kind of build your whole marketing and sponsorship strategy around. So, when you're looking for potential sponsors, businesses, mentors, partners, then having that really strong identity can really help you kind of bring them in and convince them that you're worth backing. Of course, you might be worth backing anyway, but that image just really helps tell your story, doesn't it? Well, like we said, a very F1 style award. So let's find out who this F1 style award is heading to. The Star Quality Team Identity Award winners for the West of England are Eclipse! King Edward VI School. Congratulations, Eclipse. And I remember Nelson, Lawrence mentioned in the show, didn't he, about Eclipse's branding, the logo. I think
I love that logo.
He mentioned that they'd done it in Blender and put all that kind of nice fade in. The judges just wanted to say congratulations, a really comprehensive brand image, including the fonts used and applied not only to your CAD models, but also to the real car as well, which really stood out to the judges and had a really compelling story behind it. So well done to you, Eclipse. Congratulations, there it is. Nelson celebrating with your award, glistening under the studio lights there, Nelson, as we glisten under the searing heat in here of a West Yorkshire factory on a summer's afternoon. Right, to our next award, Nelson Vale, which of course is the Star Quality Sponsorship and Marketing Award. So this award kind of to recognise the process the teams have gone through to set up their kind of sponsorship structures, I guess, how they've approached companies, how they've marketed themselves, how they've got their name out there and the ways they've set out to do it. So there's the award. Let's find out by heading over to the awards screen who has won the Star Quality Sponsorship and Marketing Award. The winners are Momentum Racing. Congratulations, Momentum. Oh, you were standouts in sponsorship and marketing, raising money, doing activities. The judges wanted to simply say that you were the one and only, nobody they'd rather judge, and you can't take that away from them. I'm sure I've heard those lyrics before sometime now. Can't quite put my finger on where they were. But Momentum Racing, you are the one and only. Congratulations, and there it is, being held up high by Nelson Vale. Award on its way to you, Momentum, and keep it up. Right, Nelson, our next award then, and I think it's the penultimate in our Star Quality series, which means it's the one before our last one. It's the Research and Development Award. Now this one, again, it's one of those very sort of F1-ish style awards. If you could sum F1 up in one of our awards, it probably would be R&D. It's that whole process, isn't it? From the sketch that I've just taken out of my head, put onto paper quickly, through to there's a 3D rendering of it, there's a CAD model, here's a model, the prototype we tested, those bits we changed, and here's our final solution for all those reasons.
And it's such absolutely crucial for the F1 teams, and it never stops.
No.
Because as soon as you have one ready, you can't be happy with it. You just want to improve, you just want to progress and do another one that it's better. So that's exactly what they need to do constantly.
Yeah, and this is why like the F1 factories are on pretty much a 24/7 constant cycle of just R&D. You know, the teams will be racing at the weekends and we might not see the cars on track for 2 weeks, but in that whole time, you know, even overnight, the 3D printers are whirring away, the design labs are going, there's people in there, there's CAD technicians, engineers, designers, all trying to just find those marginal improvements and tweaks in their car. So it's constantly, like you say, constantly ongoing. A very F1 style award. So let's head over to the award screen and find out who are the winners of the Star Quality Research and Development Award. Infinite Speed! Hey! High School, congratulations,
Hey!
Infinite Speed.
Well done.
Well done. Very, very well deserved. The judges just wanted to say in particular that you showed a very, very detailed development page, or the section actually, with positives and negatives for all designs, which showed a clear evaluation of the strengths and weaknesses of all of your designs together. And that's it, Nelson. That is it in a nutshell. R&D, all about testing, development, refinement, looking at one going, actually, it's not quite good enough yet. Let's change it. And there it is. So there's your award, Infinite Speed. That is heading your way. Congratulations to you. Right, Mr. Nelson Vale, it's our final Star Quality Award. And it's the Judges' Choice Award. Now, Nels, we've run into trouble in the past with describing this award as something else. For the people out there, Nels, can you just describe what the Judges' Choice Award is for?
In the past, we have said that this is the judges' favourites, but it's not the judges' favourites.
It's not the judges' favourites at all, no.
No, definitely the judges' favourite. So, what exactly is the purpose of this award?
That is the question, yes.
So, you know, Mark, so in the scorecards, the judges need to follow the scorecards, keep with the scorecards. One of the first things that we tell them when we give them the briefing is that keep with the scorecards. You can't really give them points for something that it's not on the scorecards, because we need to be fair with all the teams when the criteria applies to their work. But sometimes there's something where the team just excelled and created something really unforgettable that it's not recognized by the scorecard. So,
yeah,
you have it, judges.
Yep, it's the judges. It's kind of they keep it in their back pocket for all those reasons and those things that they see from the teams that, as Nelson says, don't fit into the scorecards, but represent something extraordinary that a team has done. And it might be an overall performance, you know, but it can be any reason, and that's why we give this to the judges completely and say, look, you just tell us who you want to win this award, give us the reasons why, and that is why the trophy will end up. So let's find out who the judges picked as their unofficial favourites, officially the judges' choice. The award winners in the West of England in 2021 are Supersonic from School. Congratulations, Supersonic. The judges were particularly bowled over by the camaraderie that you showed with your excellent teamwork, which was evident from the report indicating how the team would work together to obtain the best results possible under the circumstances faced. And it was that whole kind of journey of all right, this is our problem this year, how do we solve it? How are we going to work together as a team, find all our strengths and weaknesses, work on the strengths, address the weaknesses, and how are we going to get there in the end? So it was that full plan, really. You know, how you managed to get from are we going to be able to compete at all to there's our car and done. So yeah, well done, congratulations Supersonic. That award is heading on down to you at King Edward VI School. Lovely stuff, thank you Nelson. Right, our next award then is the first in our Best Engineered Car Award series, Mr. Vale, which means we have our next, I think you'll find, moment, because as we said before, Best Engineered Car Award is for whom?
For fully compliant teams regarding the performance regulation.
Yeah, so yet again, similar to the Fastest Car Award, you can only win the Best Engineered Car Award with a fully compliant car in the performance regulations. So those yellow highlighted rules in the regs. It's also worth mentioning now that this is one of our more weighty awards in that it's got 3 points totals going towards it. This isn't a nomination award, this is a points award, and it's calculated through the racing points, through the scrutineering points that Nelson obviously gives you through the detailed measurements that are taken, and your design and engineering portfolios. So there's 3 totals going together to create the winners of this award. So I mean, it is quite a heavy award, isn't it, Nelson? If you want to do the pickup test,
Exactly the same. But
yeah, no, it's exactly the same as the other ones. You're right. So the winners of the Best Engineered Car Award, you're taking home a really good award there, aren't you?
Really good.
One of the really good ones to win. Right. Without further ado, let's find out in the entry class who has won the Best Engineered Car Award. For the West of England, the winners are. It's deja vu, Nelson. Infinite Speed.
hey!
Done it again. Wow. Infinite Speed. Congratulations. You've won the Best Engineered Car Award, and you're taking this astronomically heavy award, which is going to cost us a bomb to post, Nelson. I mean, how are we going to do that? But careful. Yeah, Best
I can just send it to them if you want.
Well, you could do that, yep, and that would be the end of our monitors. So please don't do that. Yep, that's heading your way, Infinite Speed. Congratulations again, Best Engineered and Best Behaved Car Award winners. Lovely stuff. Nelson, we know the drill by now. It is Best Engineered Car in the development class time. So let's prepare that award with equal weight. Again, same points totals, same rules on car compliance. So the teams are going to be thinking now, okay, we may be compliant, but are we up there in the scrutineering? Have we got all the other regs passed? And how did our portfolio go down with the judges? So let's find out who has won the development class Best Engineered Car Award. The winners for the West of England are Project Viper.
Project Viper!
Exeter School, congratulations to you. Well done, you've won, and you are taking away, well, you're not taking away, we're posting the Best Engineered Car Award to you, and we're going to rack up one heck of a post bill, aren't we, Nels, for this? Goodness me. That can go on expenses. Yep, that is your award. It's heading to you at Exeter School. Congratulations, Project Viper, and thank you, the beautiful Nelson Vale. Right, last one in the Best Engineered Car Award series, of course, is for the Pro class, and again, where the teams will start thinking, ooh, have we done enough in the portfolio? Has our scrutineering gone well enough? The racing points, we know we did all right, but how many points did we get? Let's find out. The winner of the Professional Class Best Engineered Car Award for the West of England in 2021 is Momentum Racing.
Momentum Racing!
Congratulations, Momentum Racing. Again, Exeter School excelling. I mean, this is becoming a tradition here, isn't it, Nelson? That Exeter School and engineering go together. Very well done, Exeter School. Congratulations, Momentum Racing. Your very interesting car that we did talk about quite a lot on the race show has picked up the trophy that it really wanted, I think, Nelson. The Best Engineered Car. Congratulations to you guys. Well done. Right, lovely stuff, Nelson. Well, we move on to our next series of awards, and that's really the end of the sort of the nominations awards and the category awards, because now we're starting to look forward to our overall top of the podium and awards winners, class winners teams. The first one we've got up next, actually this is my personal favourite award of all of them, Nelson, because this is the Entry Class Future Stars Award.
Future Stars?
Yeah, so the Future Stars is really there, and it's for the judges again to give us the name of a team that they think are going to be ones to watch in F1 in school. So it's one of those where we say, okay, look, we get that you're young. Now, you're super young, you're inexperienced, you've come in for the first year this year, but we've seen enough to know that in our experienced eyes, this is the judges, that you're going to stick around in F1 in schools for a long time to come, and you could just be the next big thing in F1 in schools. So a really nice award to win this. Are you ready to give the award out, Nels?
I am ready.
Yeah, let's do it then. Right, our entry class Future Stars of F1 in schools are Focus Racing!
Focus Racing!
School, congratulations!
Hey.
Oh, well done, Focus Racing. You are the judges' pick. You are the Future Stars of F1, and crucially, Nelson, they're not just the Future Stars of F1, are they?
No, they are the future faces of F1.
You're the future faces of F1 in the judges' eyes. So yeah, no pressure, Focus Racing, but we're expecting big things from you next year. So yeah, see you in development class. Right, Nelson, it's time though to move on to our first of the winners' awards, and it is our first position, our regional champions for entry class. And at this stage, Nelson, we're mixing it right up, because not only is this a first place trophy, this is now a portrait orientation trophy.
Special.
Identical weight and manufacturing techniques involved, but now we flipped it a whole 90 degrees so that it's now a portrait award. Wow. I mean, what an honour and a privilege to win this. But it is. It's the Regional Champions Award, Nelson. So let's find out who has won the entry class for the West of England in 2021. First place and regional entry class champions are JMB Racing.
Hey!
Well done, JMB Racing. Yes, you are. You are the champs. You are first place in entry class.
Wow.
Yeah, you've won it. Well done, JMB. Congratulations. I mean, again, like we said with Focus Racing, no pressure, but really we are expecting big things in the development class from you. So well done. Enjoy your success. And we'll see you next year as reigning entry class regional champions. Nelson, there you go. You can place the trophy carefully behind the car. Again, I see ignoring the blue tack dot that I put there to help us stick them to the table. So if it falls on the car, that'll be embarrassing, but let's just hope that doesn't happen. Moving swiftly on now. Before, Nelson, we get to the next series of awards, it is time just to take a moment to compose ourselves, because we're about to start talking about those two very special words, aren't we? Should we say them together? Because you did this last time and it threw me, but now we can do it together.
Right.
Are you going to count me in as well? Are you going to count me down, or are we just going to do it?
You can do the counting.
I can do the. Oh, okay. I'm going to do the counting because we're going to talk about the 3, 2, 1
National Finals.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Did that work? I don't know.
Because you said national finals, I said national final, so it didn't really. Anyway,
national finals. Tomato, tomato.
We'll do better next
envelope. Scone, scone. Send your regional differences in. But that's the thing. That's the moment. We're going to talk about the national finals because we are about to head to the podium positions in the Dev and the Pro class. So
let's do this.
Just before we do, Nelson, we're just going to take a little look ahead at what might be involved for some of you in the next couple of months at the national finals by taking a look back at what happened in September.
And welcome to the Denford factory here in West Yorkshire, where we are getting ready for the F1 in Schools UK National Final 2020, supported by Lenovo.
It's our 20th UK National Final.
I just want to wish all the best to the 31 teams competing.
Welcome to the UK Nationals. We wish you the best of luck.
It is time to go racing. Well,
and look at the team kit.
Oh, I love the team kit. Now for round 4 at Skylark, the Nelson Tomlinson School. You liked this design. Skylark, obviously, on the left-hand side of the screen. They're taking on Phoenix Racing. This is the professional class. What was it, to remind everybody what you liked about Skylark?
So Skylark had the smoothest wheels on the track today.
Because I want to know, Georgina wants to know, how did you get those wheels so smooth?
Our wheels we made with CCL, so for regionals we made a set of wheels with carbon fibre ring. But when we came to nationals, we thought because it wobbled such a lot at regional.
Well, the cars are on the track.
There, so all quite close today.
Yeah, 64, almost 64, well, just above actually, about 65 kilometres per hour, 40 miles an hour. That different, we're just seeing there quite a lead, it just seems, but safely crossing the line.
You go to a competition and you've put your all into something, and then maybe it doesn't go quite to plan, or you learn loads of places where you can improve, and you've got to have that resilience to be able to scrap everything you've done, start again and make it better, and it's better off for it.
And the development class champions are IQ North London Collegiate National Champions. There they are. It only seems like 5 minutes ago we saw you. You must be so happy to be national champions. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really happy right now. I think we're all in shock, kind of.
Electron from St. Olave's Grammar School. Congratulations to you guys. Second place on the podium. Fabulous work. There they are.
There we have.
Oh, congratulations.
We got second.
You got second, guys.
And our winner is Britannia Red from Robert May School.
Absolutely fine, guys. Congratulations. More is being fired. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you very much to everyone who's been involved in F1 in Schools. Thank you very much for watching. We will see you next year. Goodbye.
Yeah, there it was now. It's the virtual national finals. And of course, regardless of whether we're virtual or physical, you know, in the future, I mean, the standard is high, isn't it? I mean, we heard a few of the names there that we've only just, you know, heard again in the World Finals. We had Electron, we had Team IQ, we had Britannia Red, the now world champions. I mean, man, the standard is high at the UK Nationals, isn't it?
Well, look at the quantity of teams in the top 10 in the world.
All of the teams in the top 10 from the UK. Yeah.
I'm really excited to see where this next generation is going to be.
Yeah, really exciting. Well, just before we get there, Nelson, I mean, ahead of the UK National Finals, obviously, a couple of things that we normally do with the teams and we normally do with the cars is when the cars get sent to F1 in Schools HQ, or when the teams arrive with their cars, they would be transferred into one of our F1 in Schools car trays. And these are our Grantnell's car trays with a protective foam insert from our partners at Grantnell's. And these are normally just kind of used in the event, aren't they? We move the cars all around from Parc Fermé scrutineering to the racetrack and then back in these trays. So instead of this year you sending us your cars in cardboard boxes, in different sort of cases and anything like that, we're going to send you one of these beautiful little car trays, courtesy of Grantnell's, and they're going to come out to all the national finalists in advance of the finals so that you can pack your cars as you want them in that protective foam. So instead of you packing them in a cardboard box and us unpacking them, they're going to go in this one and be sent straight back to us to go straight into Parc Fermé. Nice little detail there, and thank you Grantnell's for sending us those trays and for the teams. Nelson, without much further ado, I think we've run out of things to talk about, haven't we? Let's go. Should we do the big ones? Right, let's head into the dev class. Of course, 2 teams competing, so we're looking at the top 2 steps on the podium, and in second place overall, there is the trophy, again in portrait orientation, as modelled by the stunning Nelson Vale. Here we have it. Nelson, the runners-up, and it was tight. It was super tight on points as well, so there was not much in it here. In second place overall, runners-up in the development class for the West of England are Accelerate!
Hey, Accelerate!
Oh, congratulations, Accelerate. You are second place overall in the development class and thoroughly well deserved. It was tight, Nels. It was close on points, but that is your award. You are P2 in the West of England in the dev class. I mean, Nels, we've said it in other regions. Look, just because there's not been more teams enter the regional finals doesn't mean they're not out there. It means they haven't made it this far. This literally is. This is the level where you've got to get beyond the normal to get part of this field, isn't it?
Exactly. It's not just, oh, there was not enough teams. It was, you were the teams who managed to do it.
Yeah.
So be happy with that. Congratulations.
Yeah, you should be proud of yourselves, Accelerate. Congratulations. Right, Nelson, we can move on to the next award, and of course, it's the big one in the dev class. It is the number 1 position, and there it is, as if there was any doubt. There is the first position trophy in development class. Let's find out, Nelson, if the winners, yes, they will, go to the UK National Finals. So our first place team, and I don't think there's going to be any prizes for guessing who's won this award, but the fact that they are UK National finalists is one heck of an achievement. First place and regional champions in development class, Project Viper!
Hey, Project Viper!
You are going to the UK National Finals as development class regional champions. Congratulations, there it is.
I'll celebrate
Nelson Vale celebrations. Remember, send us your celebrations, please, at F1 in Schools UK. We want to see you celebrate your wins. Lovely stuff as Nelson does his little TikTok dance for us. Great stuff. Thank you, Nelson.
Follow us on TikTok, don't forget.
Do follow us, yes. Right, we're into the pro class podium now, Nelson, as you yet again take the risky approach to not sticking the trophies down to the table, but I'll just roll with it. The third place is Nelson, still busy getting the trophy out there, and just to prove that you are actually doing some admin off camera. Right, third place, and our third step, bronze medal, runners up. Is that a thing? It is now. But crucially, Nelson, UK national finalists, our third place team, and going on to represent the West of England in the UK national finals are Energia! Congratulations, Energia! You're through to the Nationals. Congratulations and well done to you. Wow. Yeah, really special. Joining your schoolmates there, and third place in the pro class. There is your beautiful award. Thank you, Nelson. Keep that one safe, Nels, because that has go in the post all the way down to Exeter. Right, let's move on, Nelson, because after 3 comes 2. It would help if I had some basic math skills. Here it is, professional class, our second place team overall. There's the trophy. Beautifully done, Nelson. Let's find out where this is going and who is also going through to the UK National Finals. In second place overall in professional class and the regional final as a whole, and UK National finalists in 2021, Eclipse.
Wow, Eclipse!
Sixth school, your national
Hey,
finalists.
well
and your
done.
runners up in the pro class. Congratulations. Yeah, well done. Thoroughly well deserved. Eclipse, that is heading your way. Nelson's getting more and more animated every time he celebrates. I think you're going to punch a hole in space and time
I'm
soon.
clapping with less energy, but I
What
still have
not?
energy to celebrate.
Powered by caffeine and pork scratchings. Lovely stuff. Right, Nelson, we've dilly-dallied around this for long enough. Now it's time for the big one, because it is time to reveal our winners. Our first place professional class team, your regional champions, and first place overall for the West of England, Nelson Vale. Let us find out who our champions are, who are going to represent the West of England as regional champs in the Pro Class. First place for the West of England this year is Momentum Racing!
Racing!
School, yet again. Wow, what an achievement. You are going to the national finals. Wow. I mean, that is impressive. That is exceptional. Well done to you. That's the award. Nelson, I think, yeah, Momentum are down this end. If you want to chuck me that, gently chuck me that trophy. All right, I'll take the Nelson approach. Let's just go with it and see. Please don't fall over. That'd be really embarrassing. There we go. There we have it. And yeah, I think, Nelson, we've said it throughout the racing shows. We've said it throughout the award shows, but let's just reflect again on the fact that the teams have all got to this stage, regardless of this being a crazy, crazy time for schools.
Yes, you know, our teams are used to overcoming problems and obstacles, but this has been some of the biggest ones we're ever going to face in our life. So to be able to still find not only the time, but the energy and the commitment to focus in their schoolwork, but still put the effort on for an extra challenge that is F1 in schools. But the results are here, guys.
Yeah.
You have done it when so many teams didn't really manage to get to this final stage. So you were one step closer to our hope, your dream of becoming probably one day national champion or world champion. So very well done.
Yeah, absolutely, Nelson. I mean, I think we owe it again to the teams, I think, from you and I, don't we? A huge round of applause to everybody, all the teams. Congratulations. Well done, you've earned that. Thoroughly deserved. And of course, we'd normally do this in a live event. We'd have a great audience of people sat there in front of us in various stages of tears, both good and bad. You know, worn out, shattered. The bus driver sat at the back there going, come on,
it's time.
Well, we just dragged this ending out a bit more. But it's a really important thing to do because we have got some thank yous that we would normally say. So let's do them anyway, Nelson. First of all, and one we wouldn't actually normally thank, but one that we need to say thank you to is John and Podium Technology, because without those guys and without John, we wouldn't have this whole studio set and the technology here to be able to present the regional finals for you in this detail this year. So Podium and John, thank you so much, guys, for all that you do, not just for the regional finals, but for F1 in schools and for helping us put on these events. Thank you. Another group of people, Nelson, who are people that we do usually thank, albeit this year they've worked in a different way to normal. Our army of professional judges all around the country. I mean, what an incredible effort it's been. Yet, judges, you've stepped up yet again, and when it really counts, you've made this competition what it is, because without you, we would just have me and Nelson sat in a room going, nice cars. But you make it a competition. You give the points out, you study the work, you pick out all these comments that turn into award nominations, that turn into moderations and feedback. You do such an amazing job for these teams, and you are behind all of the good that comes out of this for the teams. They thrive on your feedback and your scores. So judges, thank you so much for stepping up in a really tough year and giving your time to the cause again. Another thank you, and it is a thank you, but and also a bit of a hats off really, isn't it, Nels? Because we need to say a massive congratulations, well done, and you must really need a summer holiday to the teachers. I mean, wow, you've pulled it out of the bag this year. To say that you've put up with the last couple of years, which, I mean, we can only imagine what the profession's been like, you know, the last couple of years. I think if we'd had it our way, Nels, we'd have been clapping for teachers on Thursday night, wouldn't we? Because the job that you guys are doing, just to keep your jobs going, is exceptional. But to do this as well, you know, turning up with your teams to these events as well presented as ever, you know, not missing a beat in most cases, is truly an outstanding effort, and you should be so proud of yourselves professionally.
I mean, personally, not only they had to worry about the students being able to do their normal tasks throughout the day, not only having to worry with the mental health of their students, they still manage to find the time to engage with them and support them in our challenge. So thank you so much.
Teachers, you are a different breed. Thank you and well done. But Nelson, I mean, you know, it always comes back to these cars, doesn't it? And these little symbols and what these represent, because teams, this all comes back to you, and you are the stars of this show. You know, you're at the front of the studio here, you're the rock stars, and yeah, me and Nelson are the ones sat in the studio here, but we're here to talk about you and your work and your amazing achievements. You know, every one of these little cars here is a story in itself. It represents your passion, your dedication, the hours you've put into this project, your commitment just to each other and to the project, and to your lessons learned, and all the things that you've done. You know, to have got here in this crazy time, as Nelson said, is otherworldly, and you should be so proud of yourselves for getting this far in such a weird time. Regardless of whether you've won an award or not, yeah, first place, great, award winners, brilliant, but every single one of these cars is a story of a team who've succeeded against all the odds this year to come through and represent yourselves and your schools in this competition. So a massive well done from us to you. I mean, Nelson, that is basically where we're going to have to leave it, isn't it? Because that is pretty much all we can say to the teams. We are going to see some of you later on this year at the UK National Final, so that will be exciting, and we look forward to seeing how you come back for that. But everybody, we want to see you back bigger, better and stronger next year. Take all those lessons learned and move on to the next step, whether it's in F1 in schools, whether it's in further education, whether it's in job applications, in life. Use all these lessons and just keep going. It's all part of that journey, part of that process. So again, from me and Nelson here, it's well done from us, and it's goodbye for now. Goodbye.
Goodbye.